Hi, I'm so glad you're still here. And again, this is Sheila Sapp of Sheila E. Cares Educational Consulting and Services, LLC. And the next project that I'm going to talk to you about is what I showed you at the end of the last session. It is a neat little place setting for the table. So now when I made this, I used a styrofoam cup, but you may use a plastic cup or maybe a paper cup. The first thing I did, and of course, we'll need trusty construction paper, and you will need some brass fasteners. You can pick those up at Walmart or Target. And Scotch tape, and of course, scissors. And I have my little handy magic marker here so you can see what I am doing. All right, first we have the cup. And the first step is to make the little feathers that you see here. I have a sheet of construction paper. I will fold it in half. Fold it again, in half again. And I will fold it in half again so that it looks like this. Then on one side, I am going to, in black, make a shape for a feather. So, as I said, you may use a pen or pencil or crayon. This is what I did. Then the next thing is to, of course, cut the feathers. So I have my trusty scissors here, and I will cut. And here are the feathers. And what you do is, I'm going to draw a little line down the center just for you to see. And I do want to say, I am not an artist, although I love art. But many of the patterns I make, what I do is think about shapes in my mind, and that helps me come up with my patterns. So let me do a few feathers so you can see what I do next. Now I have 4 on mine, but if you want to add more, that's up to you. I'm sorry, I have 5. So you decide how many feathers you want. And you'll see where I put the little lines, and watch what I do. I'll just do that to save time. And with my brass fastener, I will stick a hole through. I may have to do one at a time because this is rather thick. That's easier when I do it one at a time. Although I do have a hole punch. But what's the fun in using a hole punch? And you will see that I stuck the brass fastener through. And then I'm going to turn it over and open it up. Open up the prongs and press it down so it looks like this in the back. Here's the front and this is the back. Then the next thing that I did was I glued, I didn't glue it, I taped it. I taped on the back of the cup the feathers. So you can't see it, but here is my Scotch tape that I use. Okay, so I have my feathers. Now I need the head. I misplaced my brown, so I just want to give you an idea of how I made the head. So you take a strip of paper, and all you simply do is roll it, and you put some glue here, or if you want to tape it, that's the head that's going to sit on top of the cup. All right. Now the wings, what you can do is with leftover feathers, I'll take my magic marker so you'll see what I do. Lines here. And of course, remember now, it's so good to be creative, so you don't have to try to make something that looks exactly like mine. And then you just glue the wing on each side, like that. Glue or tape, if you prefer. Now for the little feet. I will get a piece of, this is just a little square here, of orange construction paper. And the feet do not have to be orange. You can make them whatever color you want. And watch what I do. I'm just going to cut a little square. Then, you see I've cut the little square? And watch, I'm going to cut up. And I guess you can see what shape I'm making. Like a triangle. And then at the bottom, I just simply cut up and out. So I cut a little triangle at the bottom. Then I cut up and out. And I make another triangle. Voila! And you glue it underneath and flatten it. And that's how you make the feet. So, and you can get an index card or a piece of cardboard and write the name of the person on the card. And you sit this on where they're supposed to sit at that Thanksgiving table and put their name there. How neat. So, you know when your laptop goes on the blink, you come up with a lot of things to kill time until you can use your laptop again. So I know some of you think that I probably purchased all the paper plates, but a lot of these things that I do are items that you may have in your home, or they're items that are very cost effective. So you don't spend all your money. And I just like being able to make things homemade. And it's a good practice for your children, and it helps develop their creativity. And I have one project that I did that I want to show you real quick. I had really a fall wreath on my front door. And when I was in Walmart, I saw this paper plate. Yes, another paper plate. And it said, "Give thanks." And you know what? I looked at my fall wreath and I thought, what can I do to turn this into a Thanksgiving wreath? And this is what I did. So I hope you can see this. I put the plate on the back of the wreath, and then I added a burlap bow. So folks, this is what is on my front door. So I hope you have enjoyed these little projects. And believe me, there are some paper plates left. And I just want to say to you that I know this Thanksgiving is going to be very, very different. But that's not a reason to take the thanks out of Thanksgiving. And with these projects that I have shown you, I know your children will just enjoy making them. But one of the things that you need to do is decide what your Thanksgiving is going to look like. The numbers are still going up, so everyone needs to be safe and very careful. So if your Thanksgiving is going to be different, and it will be different from the ones that you've had in the past, then have a family meeting and talk about what you're going to do and ways that you can be safe. And sit down as a family and involve everyone in the family and be open to all ideas, and don't criticize someone's ideas. Look at all your options and decide what is going to work best for you. I mean, the children will get absolute joy out of doing things for others. They can make cards and put them in their neighbors' mailboxes. And with technology, even though you may not have all of your loved ones close as you have had in the past, then you can Skype, you can Zoom, and whatever else is out there. Telephone. You may text them. So I just want you to enjoy this Thanksgiving, although it's different. And you know one thing, this may be the very time to come up with some new traditions for your family. So you take care and be safe, and I just hope you have a very blessed and thankful Thanksgiving. And don't forget, Sheila E. cares. And if you are interested in receiving some patterns for some of the things or projects that I made today, my email address is Sheila, Sheila, Sapp, SAPP 15 at gmail.com. That's Sheila Sapp 15 at gmail.com. Check me out on Facebook. Look me up, Sheila Sapp, and I have a YouTube channel. I would love to have you subscribe and see some of the other things that I do. Not only do I like to do arts and craft projects, but there are many other things, and you can visit my website at www.sheila, SHEILAE, cares.com. That's www.sheilaecares.com. Bye, and thank you for joining me.